Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at the Amazon Fire TV. It's a new product from Amazon that's a competitor to the Roku, Apple TV, and the Google Chromecast, in that it's a media streaming box that gives you access to media streaming services like Hulu Plus, Netflix. This being an Amazon product, its main feature is going to be targeted to the Amazon Instant Video services. It boasts some pretty impressive hardware specs, having a quad-core processor, 2 gigabytes of memory, 8 gigs of storage space on the device itself, a dedicated GPU or graphics processing unit, output to 1080p HD. So in addition to being able to watch thousands of TV episodes and movies, you'll be able to play hundreds of Android and iOS style games on this device. So now we're just unboxing the unit with the trusty unboxing knife. Pulling off the sleeve. Some really nice packaging. On the bottom there's a easy peel label. Don't need the knife for that. Opening the box. We have a smaller box with the power brick and 2 AAA batteries. Amazon brand batteries. Don't know how well those will do, but we'll try that. And a 16-watt power brick that they decided to shrink wrap for protective purposes. Yes, that's an empty box. Okay, let's set that aside. And here's the unit itself and some product information. The unit's very small. It's 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches by 0.7 inches, which is kind of like a deck of cards, holding it in the hand. And once again, the good folks of Amazon just felt the need to shrink wrap the edges of the unit. See if we can pull that off. Maybe if we pull the blue tab here. There we go. Okay, so the ports we got: the power, HDMI, the optical audio, Ethernet, and USB. It's got a pretty nice black matte finish with glossy edges. I'll set that on the side there. And we're going to take a look at the remote. Unpeel this plastic cover. If I can get it off. There we go. And the remote itself looks pretty much similar to the Roku. It's another plastic film on the top here. Flip. There we go. And it also boasts the voice search button. It's got a little jog wheel that kind of looks like the old iPod. And the buttons are very similar to the Roku. Okay, we're going to try to get the battery door here. Jeez. It's a little stiff. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we'll change out the batteries and we'll give it a go. Setting up the Fire TV is relatively simple. Just plugging in the HDMI cable and then plugging in the power turns on the device. There's no on and off switch, so you have one indicator light, a white LED showing power. and the device boots pretty quickly. I left out the Ethernet cable for now. I wanted to see how the device manages the networks. Okay, we'll adjust the TV here. And once the Fire TV is ready, you're prompted to push the play button to start. Pushing that. And with the Ethernet cable disconnected, it searches for wireless networks. Adjust the camera here. And here you can see the available wireless networks around my house. Looks like my wireless is the strongest signal, so we'll go ahead and set that up. So after inputting the Wi-Fi password, connecting now to the Wi-Fi, and we're now connected, and we're ready to rock and roll, right? Maybe? Nope. Looks like we gotta run an update first before we can get to our media. Okay. So, I'll go through with that. How bad can it be, right? Just a bit of advice for anyone who purchases this. If you can, you might want to connect it to the wired network for the updates. The initial updates took about almost 11 minutes to download and install, and once that's completed, you're presented with an animated video which lasts about 5 minutes, and you cannot skip it.
Next up, gaming. With Fire TV, you can play some really fun games. You can use the directional buttons on your remote, or you can use the Amazon Fire game controller, sold separately. If you have a Kindle Fire HDX tablet, you could start a video on your HDX, then fling it to your Fire TV and start watching right where you left off. And click on the Help button, and you'll find what you're looking for. Thank you, and enjoy your new Amazon Fire TV.
Coming to the end of the intro video, you're presented with a prompt to set up the parental controls. That'll allow you to input your PIN for installing new apps or renting videos. From the main screen here, you can do the video search by pushing and holding the search button. Mythbusters. And releasing once you're done with your search. And it actually works pretty well. Testing the video playback on the wire was very decent. Very good playback. Although when I paused it and tried to go into the menu setup, didn't seem to be quite responsive to the directional pad, so I'm not sure what was going on there. Anyway. Before I bring the video to a close, just to give a recap on the first impressions of the Amazon Fire TV. When you're in the main menu screen here, the featured apps and games just shows 10. And the first impressions, you don't think there's that many features. But actually going back to the main menu, you want to go down to apps, and under categories there's the full list of games and apps you can install through here. Someone asked if there was a YouTube app. It's under entertainment. It's the first one actually under entertainment, and then you have the other services which are repeated on the other menus. Just going back, and under games you actually have 135. The game controller hasn't made its way to my house yet. It's still en route. So once that shows up, then I can do some reviews on the games on the Fire TV. If you guys want to see that, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll go ahead and review some of those. But just another bit of advice too, when you're installing apps, or you can queue them up and you don't have to wait for them to install once they're downloading. But there you go, folks. That's the review on the Amazon Fire TV.